Hundreds of foreign dollars configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they want to shackle it. I own my masters and royalties.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
No, 66.
On the give, this is their fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Regular.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 51 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey, set.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, set.
4 yards remain for second down.
Hey, Alabama. Ozzie.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Hey, set. 450.
Brady going to go on 4th down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, set. Hey, check it. Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just... the 20.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, set.
3 yards remain for second down.
Let's go on. No, 66. Alpha.
Brady to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Succo. And it's now 13-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensive.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
And this is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 31 And the Buccaneers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point put through by Succop. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On play action, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hey, go 66.
The slot man in motion right. So after the INT, it's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Brady will sneak it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will cut the lead down to 15. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Down inside the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Completed out left to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Packers 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Their
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Evans has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From midfield, here's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Now Brady.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. From the gun, it's Brady. On the move to his left. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Brady. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A give to the fullback on the dive. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A This has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Brady will sneak it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And he's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 37 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game. So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Check it, reload.
Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs, so as we say thanks for watching, and so long.